Hi guys, what's up? I hope everybody is doing good and you have done your exam extremely well. Now, I got a lot of feedback on this paper EASSM going very nicely for many people, and this is one of those rare occasions where even I am able to pull off the suggested answers in just no time because the question paper is so damn easy that almost all questions are straight questions. There is no twisting, there are no in-depth questions, there are no questions which require reading 2 or 3 times. It's one of the damn simplest paper I've seen in times, and I just hope that all of you get good marks, those of you written well. So this is a set of suggested answers for all of you just to go through. Now that it's a happy exam, I thought I should let you know what the answers are. Many of you might have got almost all the answers right. There are very basic questions in strategic management, like limitations of strategic management, what are the roles of a leader, like cost leadership, focus differentiation. Matlab, such basic questions that everybody would have prepared and gone. There's no real case studies where you have to apply your mind, do something really difficult, and nothing of that sort also. And even when we talk about EIS, such straight questions, and all the answers have been compiled. The If you want to download the PDF of this suggested answers is right available in the link that is put up in the description. You can easily pull off that PDF and go through that, circulate it with your friends, share whatever you do. So it's one of the most satisfying things to listen when many of them who wrote the exam come back and say EISSM, that too specially, was so damn easy. So let's get started straight away. I haven't put the questions into the suggested answers because all of you, I am hoping, will have the question paper. So let me just swap onto the question paper once, which is a very simple thing. Going by that, you can see, yes, there is a question paper. I've already marked and kept from where these kind of things came, and almost from the book. Even for identification, I pull off the page number. We're starting with section A, which is EIS. So this is one of the basic questions that are there in the chapter 3, beginning of chapter 3. That is those 5 points on what are you supposed to do with input, and take the input, process it, get the output, one of those things. So I'm going to show you the answer as well. So going by that, for the first answer, yeah, there you go. Input, process, output, storage, and feedback. That's a short and simple answer. I hope everybody would have got this right. What is the set of steps involved in converting data into information? 1B is a straight question asking you to talk about objectives of doing an IS audit. I think nothing more can be easy than this. Objectives of doing the IS audit, as you can see there. The objectives that are focusing on safeguarding assets, they only gave everything. In fact, there is no much of a attention in doing any of those things also. So they given you all the requisite detail so that you can go straight. So safeguarding data integrity. So what are the objectives? Basically 4 points, 2 marks. All right. Then the next question is one of the first topics that we teach, which are the benefits of BPA, automating business process. What are the benefits? Those who have followed my revision pattern, you know what to write. These are the 7 points that we will write. So already it is there in the compiled answers. One of the most easiest questions for 6 full marks. What a great thing. Then this is a little attention seeking question, this 2B. What they have asked is, many organizations are moving towards cloud based technology. That's cool. Cloud based technology should not be a problem. But what are they asking you is, explain any 4 reasons why cloud based are better compared to installed. So there is a table in your book which talks about installed versus cloud, right? In that, you have to write those points that favor cloud. Okay, so benefits of BPA, I think all of you got that right. So here you can see all those points where cloud is on a positive note. Okay, so you can use it 24/7, you can use it anywhere. Accessibility is amazing in cloud, you can use it on mobile applications. Flexibility is amazing on cloud. So those 4 points have to be written. Then 3A, I think, is one of the most easiest questions again in the question paper, which talked about, they gave some story and they just asked you to highlight the reasons or advantages of going for cloud computing. It's a straight damn question. You can see the word also, advantages. Chapter 1, many people, what they ignore are those processes which I tell them not to ignore. Back in the time they asked HR process once. Now this time they ask you just the steps involved in fixed assets. It's a question from chapter 1, and if you see the answers, right, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 steps, just to wrap that up. And then this is a repeated question. I don't know how many times they're asking this question from core banking system chapter. Even in the past attempt or the one before that, they've asked this question. The stages involved in implementing a core banking system. You want to deploy means put to use. I've been telling this so many times. So implementation of core banking systems. And chapter 5 question. Again, a chapter 5 question is EFT, electronic fund transfer. What is it? You got to write a one-line definition of transferring funds on an electronic basis will be called EFT, and just give the three means there. The three ways of doing EFT you can see is RTGS, NEFT and IMPS. These are the various modes. It's a straight out of the book question. And again, they have emphasized this time only on IS audit. One more question from IS audit genre is about the need, but they didn't trouble you. They got, they gave a straight question. If you see the wordings, let me just show you that here in the wordings. If you just see the wordings for the next one, what is the need for control and audit? That's such a straight question from the book itself. Like even in the book, the heading goes by the same title. Let me just show you that. Okay, need for audit of information system. Like if you are able to write these 7 points, you're taking home all the marks. And benefit of ERP, that's what they asked in this question. 5B, they asked you, ERP covers a wide range of functions, and explain the benefits of ERP. So there are lots of benefits. If you write a few of them, that will be good enough. You have to budget 4 marks into consideration and just go for that. Or you have a choice of writing this question that if you go back to our class book, you will find that I've always marked 2 stars to only that point which talks about intrusion, and there are 6 points in that. Like how to protect your e-commerce, 6 points. So none of the question, like just imagine we are able to discuss and finish the suggested answers and locate the answers in the book in like 5-6 minutes, right? Let's say I took 1 minute to introduce this video. Right now about around 7.5 minutes into it. So we have finished discussing where the answers are, and I'm pretty sure this is exactly the reading time that you would have required. 7.5 minutes of reading time to identify what came from where. I don't know, which is also one of the reasons why many people texted. I put up a reel on Instagram sharing some people's feedback. They were so happy that a Eis-Sm paper went so well. I'm glad, really, from the bottom of my heart, because so much effort goes into teaching, guys. And after doing all of that, if people are so happy, that which one of the exams that are very dreaded about, if they are happy so much about it, I am also equally happy. Let's spend another few minutes in running through SM, which is even more easy. So I'm going to keep this video very short and let you have the PDF so that you guys can go through it in greater ease. Section B, the first question. Okay, they gave a story about luxury, and I always in the class take the example of BMW. You know that BMW is one of my favorite examples, though not favorite car as such or whatever, but I do like BMW anyways. So I use the BMW example so many times. And they exactly asked the sports car, and I might have used something like this in our revision videos. A lot of people are happy about that also, that many questions that we discussed in revision videos are straight here. So I'm just hoping that there are a lot of exemptions this time, right? So it's very clear in the wordings. I underlined and kept. Can you see that target market is narrow, offering unique products in that target market? These are words that they picked straight out of the book. Let me show you the answer. See, these are like for focus differentiation. Strategy requires offering unique features that fulfill the demands of the narrow market. And it's very clear, straight, exactly what words are there in the question are there in our book. So you just have to write what is focus differentiation, how will you achieve focus strategy, and they also ask for advantages and disadvantages in the question here. State advantages and disadvantages, 1 + 2 + 2. So if you write the intro for focus differentiation, write these points, 4 points to get you 2 marks, and advantages, disadvantages are going to get you 2 marks. Like, I don't know, how should I call it? Easy, simple. Okay, this is one of the most easiest questions, because straight out of the book, the presence of strategic management cannot counter all hindrances is the line that is there in our notebook. And of course, the question also said that, they cannot counter that hindrances. So they picked up that line and say why. Even if you don't remember that line, they are asking that, strategic management cannot be a solution provider all the time, which is true. Limitations are there. So if you write all the 4 limitations, you will get all your marks. You are appointed as a CEO, leadership roles. I think some of my students have this favorite word, esprit de corps. Remember, we talked about esprit de corps so much. So it is that point that you are supposed to write those 5 points, staying on top of what is happening. So these are the leadership roles to play in pushing good strategy execution. Staying on top of what is happening. Remember the joke that we cracked, not on the topmost floor of the building, but staying on top of what is happening. Esprit de corps, your favorite word. Keeping the organization responsive to changing condition, ethics, leadership, and I always tell a great leader is somebody who learns from their mistake by pushing corrective actions. So, straight damn question. Next one is a whole big story that they gave in 8A. Alpha did this, they acquired beta, beta proved to be a mismatch. If you break that question while reading only, you will understand they told it's retrenchment. So answer should be either turnaround, divestment or liquidation. So matlab your story is already narrowed down. They are telling beta is not faring well and it's not fitting as part of our portfolio. So we want to decouple it or throw it out of our portfolio. I mean, what else should you do for scoring marks like this easily? So I think the answer will be immediately identified as divestment. And the first reason for divestment is when an acquired business proves to be a mismatch, right? If you have studied and gone these things, basically that's all. That part you're calling it to be divestment and writing this will get you all the marks. So there are no 2 thoughts to even think of. Then going by 8B is a cost leadership question, and just they asked a question from focus. They also question from cost leadership also. Amazing. 2 questions from the 5th chapter. What is cost leadership strategy? Straight question. What are the circumstances that will help you get the cost leadership? What should you do? And what are the risks? So 3 parts if you address. What is cost leadership? What should you do to get cost leadership? Some risk of pursuing. 5 damn marks. I mean, I didn't in the recent times come across such a simple 70 marks question paper. And to add up to this, guys have told that the MCQ part was also amazing. I don't know who's going to get 90 this time if you have really written well this paper, because I have students in the past scoring 86. I mean, in India there are students who scored more, but to be honest, personally, in all these years from when Eis-Sm was introduced, my student personally has scored 86 being the highest, and there was one student who scored 80 last time, and apparently he has received a call from the Hyderabad chapter for coming and collecting an award for the best paper in Eis-Sm in the upcoming student conference, and he texted this morning only. So just feels amazing, like students scoring 80 in Eis-Sm, right, walking up to the stage in a student conference with thousands of people, go collect that best paper award. I mean, I'm not really thinking that I have to be there to see that. Just when I think of it, fulfills my job as a faculty, and I'm really happy about such things. Coming to the next question, TOS matrix. Don't even imagine these kind of questions will come in the exam, guys. Such a straight 4 marks. TOS is a great tool for strategic option. And how will you identify this? Because they just gave the damn thing in the question. See, the TOS matrix is a tool for generating strategic options. If you go to your book and see, they'll have the same line. But they're just asking you to write what are the combinations. I don't know. I just want to conclude this video and feel more happy. Elements of strategic intent is a 5-point question. Vision, mission, business definition, business model, goals and objectives. All the 5 elements of strategic intent. It's again a very vibrant, straight out of the book question. And to end the story, in question number 10, they've asked about strategic audit. I have always marked 2 stars to this topic. What is the tool? It's called strategic audit. To identify that, they'll give you 1 mark. They have to write again, then you have to write what it is all about. So if you are able to identify that, what is strategic audit, the need for it, and if you're writing all this, you're getting your 5 marks. Or and 10B is one vibrant question on HR strategy. It's an amazing thing. So 3 points: disruption of social and political pressures, failure to match individuals' choices that are the organization, and inadequate top management support. This line is what they gave in the exam. This line is the first line in the book. So a well-designed strategic management also can fail if insufficient attention is given to HR. if our HR are not treated well or taken care well, this could turn out to be a problem. So you just have to shrink the answer and write. I gave the whole answer, you can always shrink and write. And the last question is internal choice. They asked a question about SBU. What is an SBU? How is it structured and what does it do? This is again a question which you can straight away pick up from the book for. Okay, I honestly will tell you that I took less than 20 minutes to compile answers from all the chapters and put up these suggested answers. Let me be honest on it. And which is exactly why I thought, we should do the video. And in fact, it is taking me much less time. Like, I didn't think that I'll finish this video in 15 minutes in explaining you the whole question paper. I'm just really glad and I hope everybody did well. Do let me know in the comments how you did the exam, if at all you have not already shared with me. After reading these answers, what do you think your performance is all about? And I hope all the MCQs went well. I wish each one of you out there who wrote this paper very well. I want you to get a 60 plus and get an exemption out of this. And I also wish all the best for all the papers that you did. And I hope you get your results very well. I will see you in my next video. Thank you guys. Till then, enjoy your break. Enjoy your holidays. I'll see you soon. Bye.